Hello everyone. Welcome to Portfolio Reviews. My name is Ruben Cespedes and I will be your host for today. Super excited because last week we reviewed some portfolios and this week we're going to be reviewing even more. So excited because I will be sharing some feedback to help you level up your design skills. And whether if you're starting right now or if you already have some experience and want to level up a little bit, this is the right space for you. Big shout out to everyone on the chat. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Feel free to say hi, ask questions, and cheer on the designers we're reviewing today. So, all right, let's see. Give me 1 second right here. Let me just check. Let's see some in the chat. All right, hello. All righty, I think we are good. Give me 1 second. All right, so before we start, let me just share my screen right now. And I wanted to share with you guys before we started, reviewing portfolios. I want to share this great resource from Behance. It's the career guides. You should go or bookmark this page. Is behance.net/resource/guides, and this is totally free and it's packed with so many different tips so you can learn, grow, and also thrive in your career as a designer. But you can do stuff, you can learn stuff from soft skills, creating personal projects, viewing like really cool interviews from, Aaron Draplin, for example. You can create case studies. You can learn, about the whole creative process and, creating projects. It's an amazing resource for everyone to have. So just make sure you bookmark this page. Alrighty. I think we are good right now and we can start reviewing the first portfolio. So let's go ahead and do that. Give me 1 second here. I'm just checking the chat just to see if everything is fine. Perfect. All right. Let me know in the chat if you can hear me okay, and also if you can see my screen. All right, this first portfolio, it's from, I hope I say this right, Janarthanan. He's a UI UX designer, which is awesome because I'm a product designer and UX designer too. So it's really nice to see some colleagues' portfolio. All right, so first of all, I see that he has a very, very wide kind of like intro here. Really straightforward navigation, about me, resume, work, services, and contact, which is pretty good. So far, so good. I love that. And then coming down, selected works. Let's see how many he has. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, he has a really decent, amount. Between 3 to 5 is what I consider like is good for having a portfolio. Not everything that you design is portfolio worthy, so make sure you have like the top or the best work, and then you put that into your portfolio. And that's exactly what Jan, I'm gonna call him Jan just did here. And we're gonna dive into one of these pieces, but let's see. Give me 1 second. One thing I can recommend right now is like if the website feels too wide, we need to make sure it's more condensed so it's easier for the user to read. But let's dive into one of his case studies. All right, so he kicks you out to behance.net. All right, so we have some, you want your case study. He has an introduction. He's providing, the problem statement. All right. Okay, so this application, it's all about weather and safety, natural disasters. Okay, here's a solution to tackle these issues. It's the emergency response application. All right, I really like that. So he's given out some context, which is very important when we are working with portfolios. Design thinking process. Okay. Emphases, there's some research, which helps support, his design decisions, which is good. Some qualitative research, amazing. Target audience, great. Also, this is a very extensive and really good, because when it comes to portfolios, and especially for UI, UX, and product design and stuff like that, we have to see and analyze all these data to make sure everything is lined up with the project, with the business goals and everything else. So Jan did a pretty good job here, like documenting everything, empathy mapping. That this is great. One thing I would recommend if you're using Behance, just make sure you are utilizing all the capabilities of Behance. So instead of having, you can have images, of course, but instead of this title, maybe use some real text from Behance and do that in there. Same thing for here. You can definitely use the text block on Behance, and you can have real text in there. Also, it's going to help you out with SEO and stuff like that. So this is pretty cool. Let's take a look at another one again, or another page. Let's say, for example, about me. All right, so a little bit about me. This is very important. Many designers think that presenting work is just about presenting just the designs and everything what they did, but also portfolios are meant to be about who's the person behind it. They want to, recruiters and hiring managers, they want to know like who you are as a person and what do you like, what's your interest. And what we can see here, Jan has done a really good job: design, photo, music, and paint. He has a background in computer science, which is pretty good. That's awesome. Testing, okay. He has some certifications, which is good. Process of working, roadmap, empathy. Okay, I really like what he has done for himself here. I really like this portfolio. Again, fine tune it a little bit, make it more condensed, I would say. I think I would, this is probably me, but I would prefer to see your face right away. Like when I go into here, maybe some sort of like 2-block layout, like 50-50, maybe on the right side is your photo with your name and your title. And then on the left side, it's like, doing your copy here, your title, and some context for the copy. But other than that, this is a really nice portfolio. So far, so good. So let's move on to the next one. Let's see, what do we have? Ooh, alrighty. So this one is very the gradient is moving too. I don't know if you guys can see that, but the gradient is pulping, like it's coming, which is pretty cool. I really like having some micro interactions and some animations within your portfolio, because it makes things more interesting. One thing I want to see is who is this from? Who is this? I need to know who the designer is. And I don't see that in here right away, which I would probably recommend if this is a portfolio. I would definitely want to know who this is, because this could be an agency or something like that. But if this is a person, I want to know who's behind it. There you go. All right, this is a very aesthetic look. Very well designed, you know what I mean? It's using hierarchy, it's using contrast. Wow, I'm very impressed with this one. Let me see who's behind this. So it's this person, but is there any names? Because I'm not seeing any names here. Maybe Ivana, maybe it's based on the URL. Let's see the contact. Any questions? Has a really nice form, which is very, very important. But let's go into, I would definitely suggest you to, in the about in the about section, talk a little bit about you, who you are. There's no name here. I don't see any names. I would definitely do that. Put your name. I hope this is you. This is a real photo of you, which is really nice. Again, let me see, 1 second. Give me 1 second, guys. Alrighty. Smooth streaming. All right. Let's go into the portfolio piece and let's see what we have here. All right, so we have some portfolio pieces. We have 3, probably case studies. So let's click on the first one first. Okay, I'm gonna click on view now. All right, again, very straightforward and very beautifully designed. You see the background moving. You have hierarchy here, systematic solutions. We have the location, we have the client, and also the company. So we have some sort of web application, mobile application, B2B. Okay, about this project, there you go. Lead product designer and developer as well. All right, services rendered, category, development and objectives. Okay, really nice. We have some photos, kind of like a carousel, just a non-stop carousel going. The role, which is good, it's really good. The research and some other data for context, which is awesome. Some product highlights, okay. There's some stats here, which is very important when you are providing, some context of what was the end result when you designed this product, which is very good. This is probably, you need to separate these two maybe. Okay. This is a really nice portfolio. Again, I would recommend for you to have some personalization and add in your photo, your title, your name, because again, I didn't know who this was until I read the URL, and you don't want to get the readers confused. They want to know who you are right away, and instead of me clicking on about, I want to know who you are from the get-go, from the, on the homepage. Who is this person right away? I mean, you can start with that, like I'm turning ideas into pixels and everything, but who is that turning those ideas into, magical things? Oh, really nice. Okay, these are some of the skills, some of the tools that Ivana is using. Okay, let's see. Okay. And here are some shots of different, I would say, projects maybe she worked on. But again, I would definitely recommend having more personalization within your portfolio. But really beautiful portfolio for sure. All right, let's move into the next one. We have many portfolios, so let's see how many we can review today. All right, so we have Filipe. So Filipe has his portfolio within Behance.net, which is awesome. Then again, I definitely recommend, if you don't have the resource for building a whole website, Behance is a great resource. And it's free, so you can go ahead and build your portfolios in there. Just make sure you have a well-documented portfolio piece. All right, so it looks like Filipe is a motion designer and a 3D and animator. But I wanted to take a look at one of these. Maybe the terminal, maybe? Let's see. Worked on single frame, European campaign, a new series for Amazon Prime. All right, so this is really cool. So it looks like he was involved in some sort of way with this series. I would definitely, these graphics are amazing, and I don't know if Filipe was the one who created it or not. So I would definitely recommend Filipe to provide more context. Just, if you start with this one, you can start saying like, what was your involvement? What was your role? What was the ask? What did you learn? Like, you can definitely add in some context in between those images, and that will make things a little bit more clear to the end user, whoever is reading it. Because right now, I don't know if you worked on some motion graphics for it and you didn't put it in here, or maybe you did this amazing cool graphics, but I don't know if you did or not. So make sure you put in some context of the things that you did and the things you were involved with, and you will be good to go. This is a really cool and well designed graphics. Let's look at another one. For example, let's see this one. All right, done 2D and 3D animations for a packed shot and commercials, and okay. Alrighty, so he did some 3D stuff here. Again, just provide context of the things that you did. I don't want to play this because of sound and all of the stuff that can interrupt the whole live, but I just want to take a look at some of the things that Filipe did here. Again, there's no context, and I would definitely recommend to add in context of what's happening here. What is it that you're doing? What is this? How do you use that within the commercial or whatever you were doing for 3D or maybe animation? Just make sure to provide context in there. All right, let's see what else do we have here. Let's see this one. It looks like a portrait, a painting or something. First time color pencil with digital painting, done one brush, which is great practice. Let's see. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. This is great. This is insane. Look at how beautiful and detailed this is. I really love, the contrast between different color tones and stuff he did for this digital painting, which is amazing. It kind of like shows how you approach things. Look at this on the batter here. Like, you're a very talented painter for sure. So Filipe, I hope I'm saying his name right. Filipe. He has a lot of stuff. He plays around with painting, with graphic design, with 3D motion maybe. Look at this one. This must look pretty cool. Again, showing the process of how you built this, it's amazing. I love that you are including some of this stuff in here. And that makes it, like, oh, so he went through, this process in order to get to that. There you go. You see, this is what I'm talking about. There's some context here. Again, use that to your advantage and do the same thing for other projects and add in some context of the things that you're doing. Again, this is crazy. This is great. Great stuff. Let's take a look at another one. Say he has more paintings, but I want to see something different. Let's see if there's... Oh, this looks like a package design. Or what is it? An animation for product information. All right, looks like it's I'm just gonna mute it and I'm gonna click on play just to see what this looks like. All right, there you go. So we can see Filipe is very talented. This is amazing. It's a 2D animation, which is pretty cool. Again, he has many talents, 2D and 3D animator. He's a painter, also a graphic designer as well. This is awesome. Alrighty, let's see, what is this about? First, a commercial that this work has freelance push BFX Productions. Oh, okay. These are some of the shots maybe that he created. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, this is neat. All right, let's move on to another one since we have a couple of minutes left before we wrap this up. So let's see. This one is from Zainab. Zainab, it's again using Behance.net as one of the resource for portfolios. And I don't know, I want to click on this one first because it kind of like caught my eyes right away. So this is a rebranding project, brand introduction and analysis. Love this. That's really good. Mood board and visual inspiration. Things that, that are related, different concepts, showing different things for Deloitte. Okay, really love this gradient. That's a really nice tone to it. Logo guidelines, D. Okay, this is great because it's giving some meaning and context of what he built. This is a D for Deloitte, and this is some waveforms, and then this is the Deloitte symbol. That's a pretty good, an amazing project because this is kind of like what I'm talking about. If you don't have real projects, you can definitely see some, current brands that you can maybe improve upon and just make things better for them. And you can definitely take, one brand or an ad or something and then look for ways where you can make things better and then document everything while you're doing that. So that way it's part of your portfolio. All right, so monochrome, full colored. Just make sure when you're doing this type of work that you do ADA compliance and make sure the contrast ratio is like, it's readable, like people can, read it, even if you have any visual disabilities. So, but he did a pretty good job here. Typography, again, the color options, color palette. One thing I can say to Zainab is to use the capabilities that Behance has and use some of that text and just put it in real text below, because that way it helps you out also with SEO and stuff like that. Here's some additional, mediums where you can print this out. I think this looks really nice, really good. He did an amazing job here. Thank you. All right. I really enjoyed that for sure. This one kind of like also caught my eye. Cook ED. Joy of cooking. All right. Love the colors here. Really nice use of colors. It looks like this is for kids. That's what it looks like. Look at the menu, look at the typography. He did an amazing job here for sure. Again, it's a brand. It's a brand that stands out. Oh, it's a whole rebrand probably, or it's a brand project. I would definitely recommend Zainab to add in more context, provide more. What are the things that you did? What was your role in this rebrand? What are the things that you find out? The pain points, all of those things are very, very important. So make sure you tackle those things. Let's see, we have probably like 1 more minute to check out another one. Let's check out this. Is it an application, therapy, social media? Oh no, it's an actual social media designs. Here you go, really nice, really to brand. Again, provide some context of if this was just like a one-off campaign, if this is just a redesign of their social media and you help them out, how you help them out, what were the pain points, what are the things that they were missing. Just provide some context of what's going on here and how do you help them and what was your role and all of that fun stuff in there. Have like a balance in you know, and also adding your personal touch, which is very important. All right, so I think that's it for today. Super excited about all of this stuff. Again, thanks again everyone who joined me in this session. Thanks everyone who joined the chat and also, were with us today reviewing these portfolios. I wanted to make sure like you guys check this out. This resource is behance.net/resources/guides. So save it. Bookmark this because it's amazing. Also, I just want to say thank you to everyone again, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, bye-bye.